And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Off of play action, and here's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
And the Las Vegas first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The Raiders at 7-8 now on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
You're mine.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first.
First and 10.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lance. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
I Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Beckham, the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready.
2nd and 6 from the 10. The Lance going to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play You should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20, 10, 5, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play action, now it's Lance. On the move to his left. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
Here we go.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Carr now on first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Throwing again on second down. Carr. He hits Adams, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
That's good. Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Carr. Touchdown! Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's McLeod from his end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now a play fake. Lance. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Beckham. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Jacobs going to try the middle. Runs over it. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 147 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good. Get down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr, Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. A Raider first down, Carter Renfro.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Strike 2. 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 Strike 2
And Lance will try again on second down. This one caught by Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Lance now on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Lance again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Lance. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Desperation time here. Lance into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Running straight ahead is Jim. And he lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll go for it. Lance. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though...
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Odell Beckham on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. The Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Carr going to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle. But